y'all, and welcome back to another video. So as you can see, I am starting off with a bare face, and that is because today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my everyday makeup routine. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I like to start with a fresh face, and before I even put on primer, I like to do my brows. So I'm going to quickly do my brows off of camera and I will be right back. Okay, now that my brows are done, if I forgot to mention it earlier, I like to use the e.l.f. pencil, and on one end it is a spoolie and on the other it is a pencil. And it's just very quick and easy to just, hurry up, fill in your brows and brush it in and then, move on to the next step. And speaking of the next step, I like to go in with primer. And this is one of my favorite primers, and this is the No Problem from Touch in Sol. And the third step in my routine is to go in with the concealer that I use for that day. I've been really into using this ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 20 In. And I like to put a little bit on my eyelids and then just carve out my brows. After I conceal my eyelids and carve out my brows, I pick up a random nude palette, and today I'm going to be using the Hanging in Hawaii from BH Cosmetics, and this is what the palette looks like. I'm not for sure if I've used this on my channel yet, but it is such a perfect palette for just a really quick look, and that's why I like it so much. So I'm just going to walk through what I use in this palette, and of course, like I say in every video, I will pop them up somewhere on the bottom of the screen. That way, if you do have this palette, y'all can follow along at home. So let's get into this. I'm going to dip into the shade Ohana, and I'm going to place that pale pink shade in my crease. Now I'm going to dip into the shade Lay, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner. Now I'm going to dip into the shade Mahalo, and I'm going to also use that on the outer corner just to darken it up. Let's dip into a shimmer, that way the eyes will be complete. I'm going to be using the shade Hula. Now that the eyeshadow portion of my eyes is complete, I like to fully complete my eyes before I jump into my foundation. So I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is my all-time, oh my gosh, my camera. This is my ultimate favorite mascara. So the eyes are done, and most wouldn't stop just at mascara. They would also put on false lashes, but I used to do that. I used to wear lashes every single day, but I just like how my natural lashes look. I think that they are long enough, and I love how pretty this mascara makes them look. And so I have gotten myself out of putting on falsies every single day to only putting them on when I do big videos, or when I go out somewhere really nice and stuff like that. So I only do false lashes when I get fully glam, and this is just my everyday makeup. So we're not putting on falsies, so this is where I'm going to start with the eyes, but we are going to go back in with the eyeshadow after foundation to finish our lower lash line. So speaking of foundation, today I'm going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate and also the Conceal and Define foundation. I mix both of these together, which if you have not seen yet, in my last video, which I will post in the eye up here, I said that I combined my foundation and I really liked how it turned out. And so this is just the two that I've been using lately, and so that is what we're going to be using today. Now we can go in with concealer. I'm going to use the same concealer as earlier, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade Fair 20 In. Now that I'm done with concealer, I like to go in with setting powder, and today I'm going to be using the Ciate Coconut Setting Powder. It smells so good. It smells so clean too. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to set underneath my eyes. Powdering is done. Now we're going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to take the same shading brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to go in the shade with Lay again and just focus that on the bottom lower lash line. Now I'm going to go back into the shade Ohana, which is that pale pink, pick up a little bit, tap out the excess, and blend it out on top of that color. So the next step, I like to use my NARS Laguna bronzer, which is so pretty. And I'm just going to focus that on my cheekbones because that's normally just where I like to focus it. It's time for some blush. And I'm going to, of course, use my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. So pretty. I absolutely, hands down, love this blush. It is so pretty. The next step is highlighter, and I'm going to use one of my favorites Ofra highlighters, and this is in the shade Star Island. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that reflection is everything. So I'm just going to take that and put it on my cheeks. So I just quickly wiped off my lips because there was foundation all over them. And I like to go in with a lip gloss, and one of my favorites recently has been the Morphe lip gloss, and it is so pretty. Look at, I don't know if y'all can see that, but look at the glitter in there. So pretty. I love it. Now my face is complete. This is the full look of what I do every single day, especially when I am on the go and I need to hurry. This is pretty much what I do. I can throw this face on in less than 10 minutes and be totally fine with it. Now the eyeshadow does range every single day. I normally go with more browns, like in this palette. I normally go with the more brown shades and less of like the pinky shades, but this is a very typical me look, so it's not shocking if I do pull out like a bright color on some days, but yeah, they normally stay really subtle. I love having a little pop of color on the eye, and I also love a good neutral look. So, but what do you guys think? Comment down below. What are your thoughts on my everyday makeup? Do y'all like it? Is this something that y'all can relate to? Do y'all like the more laid back look? I don't like putting on lipstick. That's why I always pick up a lip gloss. I'm getting into lip glosses, and I really love the formula of a Morphe lip gloss, especially this one. It is so pretty. So that is in the shade Frosé, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love how this looked. I have not sat down, done my makeup for like my everyday look in such a long time because I haven't been wearing makeup out just because I have to wear a mask. So there's no sense of wearing makeup and it just getting smudged. So like I said earlier, comment down below what your thoughts are on my everyday makeup routine, and while you're down there, if you like this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified every time I upload a video like this. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!